The Assemblies of God Church is equally doing some celebrations. We're celebrating the life of God's servant, Prof Frimpong-Manso. And to help me do that discussion, we're joined in studio now by Reverend Michael Ayers, who's the Superintendent, Greater Accra West Region. Reverend, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
And congratulations to the church. You have a new leadership in place. But it's great to see that you're celebrating the outgoing one. But how unique is the story of Professor Paul Frimpong-Manso?
Yeah, Professor Paul Frimpong-Manso is unique in several ways. One, this is his 40th year in ministry, which he is going off as a general superintendent. He started from the rank of just a local church pastor, rose through the ranks as a district pastor, and a regional secretary, a regional superintendent. So going through the ranks, he knows what it is like to be a minister and what the needs and challenges of ministry are. I would say he also established the Vision 3000 project, which from 2016 to 2019, were able to establish 3,000 churches. In fact, in 2021 also, just before the COVID, he also started the Vision 5000, which currently is ongoing till we had this.
Okay, so you've scaled up?
Yes, we've scaled
from 3,000 to 5,000.
5,000, yeah.
And I'm sure that he's done more, for instance, in education and some other aspects as well that you'd want to talk about.
Yeah, I would want to say that he's done a lot for the church in terms of, he's a pragmatic leader.
Okay.
He's taught in all our Bible schools in the country and also other Bible schools outside the country.
Right.
He also revitalized our prime insurance company, which is doing well now. And I'll say for local churches, especially in the Ashanti region, they have a high name for him because he really lifted the pastors who are in there, giving them opportunity to rise and educate themselves, upgrade themselves.
But the workings of the church, what will he be preoccupied with now after, of course, exiting that role as the general superintendent?
The man is playing several roles
already.
He's also set up an institute, our quality consultancy, that he is prepared to share ideas with pastors and people from all fronts of life. He has also a keen interest in mind with financial setups and buildings. So I know he has a way of impacting people. Currently, we celebrate him also for, he has put up a magnificent headquarters for the Assemblies of God at the Ringway.
Yeah,
fact,
we all love that building.
Sure, it's one of the state-of-the-art buildings and things of our time. So he has a lot of energy. He has a lot of wisdom. He knows a lot about things that I think he's not finished yet. So it's good that he's still strong and is going out there to impact others apart from the Assemblies.
And he's contributed to national development as well through the framework of the charismatic and Pentecostal churches. He's been playing some leadership role there too.
Yeah, he's been, if I may mention a few, he's been the chairperson of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council. Yeah, for years, and he's also been a member of the National Cathedral Board of Trustees. He is an eminent advisory committee member of the Electoral Commission. He has also served as, for us, the Mid-Ghana Bible Assemblies of God. He is a board chair. And then Trimakwa Rural Bank. Okay. He's been also a vice board chairman. He's also been a member of the Small Arms Committee, among other things. So he plays in the government settings as well. So he's a church and a state person.
Yeah, indeed. And the church has offered a lot to the Republic. But let's talk about the activities, the events that will unfold in celebrating Professor Paul Frimpong-Manso. What are we to expect?
In fact, that's the more reason why I'm here, to let people know that we are having this event, the special one-day event, which others will follow on Saturday, the 25th of March. And the time is 9 a.m. at the Restoration Revival Center at the Roman Reach. Okay. We're inviting people from all walks of life. Heads of churches are invited. We are inviting friends and family to this. It's a 3-hour program. We look to see a good praise and worship. We look to see some good messages, and others who've known him for who he is and the things I've done, and they'll testify to it. And there will be a great sermon by one of our, I'll say, veteran ministers from Tanzania, who is the general superintendent there. And our current general superintendent, Reverend Dr. Steve Wingham, is putting everything in place to make everybody feel welcome and that we celebrate this great hero of God.
Is this open to the general public as well?
It is open to the general public as well. I'll say for want of space, but all may come here and see. There will be some celebrations around the building as well and other activities going on. So it is a good time for somebody to pass by, see, or sit in and then help us celebrate this great colossus of ours.
And are there some more activities to expect after this?
After this, yes, there will be some Thanksgiving services that will go on both in Accra and Kumasi, where he spent most of his time. So that one, those programs, I'll say, look out for it. We'll
Indeed, we are all looking out to that. And how about the Prof himself? Has he spoken about his retirement plan, what will happen, he's going to be engaged in afterwards?
In fact, he's not tight-lipped about what he's going to be doing. There is a facility that he set up in Jowulu, where he already has his offices. And he thinks of still living in 2 places, in Kumasi and in Accra. In fact, 3, and Takoradi as well. His wife comes from the central region. I think they love the coastal area there. Okay. So he will be in all these places. And what he tells me personally is that he wants to be available to everybody. So at least in these 3 regions, Kumasi, that's Ashanti, Greater Accra, and Central and Western 4, I think we would have access to him.
How about church members? You have some message to put across as we do the celebration.
We want to encourage all our church members, all those of you in Greater Accra West region, I encourage you to come. The East, they are aware and they are coming. And all over the country, we are encouraging all superintendents to encourage their reps or most of the churches to join us, celebrate this great man of God who has really lifted Assemblies of God image to a very high pedestal.
Reverend, grateful. I'm sure that when the merrymaking starts, I'll be part of that.
I have your invitation card.
Indeed, so I'll be taking that right after here. Thank you. Reverend Michael Yesu, Superintendent for the Greater Accra West of the Assemblies of God Church. Thank you, Reverend, for joining us.